Hello and welcome to this quick tip episode of Biz Help for You. I'm glad you're joining me today. If you're an employer or planning to hire your first team member, today's topic is one you'll want to pay close attention to. I'm talking about Form W-4, a key document in the payroll process that helps determine how much federal income tax you should withhold from an employee's paycheck.
Welcome to Biz Help for You, the show that saves you the expensive learning curve by providing advice from industry experts in every facet of the entrepreneurial journey. Too many small businesses collapse. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 20% fail within their first year, and less than 35% make it to their 10th anniversary. The goal of this podcast is to change that statistic. So if you're interested in learning more to be a successful entrepreneur, tune in today.
Let me walk through what you need to know in a clear and simple way. When you hire an employee, you're required to have them complete Form W-4, also known as the Employee's Withholding Certificate. This form gives you information you need to calculate how much federal income tax to withhold. It includes things like the employee's filing status, any additional income or deductions to take into consideration, and whether they want extra tax withheld. If an employee doesn't give you a completed W-4 form, the IRS requires you to withhold tax as if they're single or married filed separately with no adjustments. So in most cases, that means withholding at the highest rate. Sometimes an employee wants to claim exempt, so no federal income tax is withheld. To do this, they must have had no tax liability in the previous year and expect to have none this year. If they qualify, the exemption is only valid for the calendar year it's submitted. To remain exempt, they need to give you a new Form W-4 each year by February 15th. If they don't, you're required to revert to withholding as if they're single with no other adjustments. Another situation you might encounter is something called a lock-in letter from the IRS. This happens when the IRS identifies that an employee isn't having enough tax withheld. In that case, the IRS will send you a notice that specifies exactly how to calculate the employee's withholding. You'll need to follow those instructions regardless of any new W-4 form that the employee submits, unless the IRS tells you otherwise. If the employee wants to change it, they'll need to work directly with the IRS. These lock-in instructions also apply if you rehire an employee within 12 months of the notice date. Understanding Form W-4 requirements and how to handle special cases like exemptions or lock-in letters is an important part of staying compliant and running payroll smoothly. While it might seem complex at first, once you know the rules, it becomes a straightforward part of your process. Thanks for tuning in today. If this episode helped clarify things for you, I'd love if you shared it with another business owner. And if you have questions about payroll or withholding, feel free to reach out. My team and I are here to support you. We can be reached at 310-534-5577 or contact at ab&p.com. If you have a question you'd love to hear covered, send me a message at media@ab&p.com. Until next time, have a wonderful day.
For listening to Biz Help for You. Please join your host, Candy Messer, again next time. Have a terrific day.